We've all been there. A relationship ends, a breakup, a friendship fractured, a family tie severed. We tell ourselves, it's over. I've cut ties. I'm moving on. We block numbers, unfollow social media, avoid mutual friends. We create distance, believing that physical separation will heal the emotional wound. But then, days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and the pain, instead of fading, seems to deepen, to spread, to take on a life of its own. It's as if the pain has its own invisible roots, growing deeper into our being, even when the visible connection is gone. This isn't just a metaphor. It's a profound truth about how our minds and hearts process loss and unresolved conflict. We cut the visible ties, but the internal entanglement, the suffering, continues to flourish in the hidden corners of our consciousness. Is there a way to truly sever these invisible roots, to find genuine liberation from a pain that refuses to die? When the pain of a severed tie continues to grow roots within us, it signifies that the external action of cutting ties was merely a superficial solution. The true entanglement lies not in the external relationship, but in our internal clinging, our unresolved emotions, and our misunderstanding of the nature of suffering. The only path that offers a genuine, lasting severance from this deep-seated pain is the Noble Eightfold Path, taught by the Buddha. It is not a quick fix, but a profound journey of self-discovery and transformation. It addresses the very roots of suffering, our ignorance, our craving, and our attachment, and provides a practical framework for cultivating wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. This ancient wisdom offers a radical approach. Instead of trying to cut the external tie again and again, it teaches us how to uproot the pain from within. Let's explore how each aspect of this path guides us towards true liberation from the pain that keeps growing roots. Before we delve into the Eightfold Path, it's crucial to understand the foundational wisdom that underpins it, the Four Noble Truths. These truths illuminate the nature of our suffering and the path to its cessation. They are: 1. The truth of suffering, dukkha life, in its very essence, involves suffering. This isn't just physical pain, but also dissatisfaction, impermanence, and the inherent stress of existence. The pain that keeps growing roots is a manifestation of this suffering. 2. The truth of the cause of suffering. Samadaya, suffering arises from craving, tanha, and attachment, upadana. Our desire for things to be other than they are, our clinging to people, ideas, or experiences, even painful ones, fuels this suffering. The invisible roots of pain are fed by this clinging. 3. The truth of the cessation of suffering. Nirodha, suffering can cease. It is possible to extinguish craving and attachment, leading to a state of profound peace and liberation, nirvana. 4. The truth of the path to the cessation of suffering. Magga, the path to the cessation of suffering, is the Noble Eightfold Path. Recognizing these truths is the right understanding that begins our journey. It shifts our perspective from blaming external circumstances to understanding the internal mechanisms of our pain. 1. Right understanding. Samaditthi, seeing the truth of the roots. This is the foundational wisdom. It's about understanding the Four Noble Truths not just intellectually, but experientially. When the pain keeps growing roots, right understanding helps us see that the problem isn't merely the person who left, but our clinging to the past, our desire for things to be different, and our resistance to impermanence. It's realizing that the pain is a symptom of our internal attachment, not solely an external wound. For example, if you constantly replay arguments in your head, right understanding helps you see that this isn't about resolving the past with the other person, but about your mind's clinging to the narrative of injustice or regret. It's the realization that the pain is not the event itself, but your reaction and attachment to it. 2. Right thought. Samma Sankappa, cultivating wholesome intentions. Right thought involves cultivating intentions of renunciation, letting go of craving, goodwill, metta, loving-kindness, and harmlessness, karuna, compassion. When the pain of a past relationship keeps growing roots, our thoughts often become consumed by resentment, anger, or a desire for revenge. Right thought encourages us to consciously shift these intentions. For instance, instead of dwelling on thoughts like, "I wish they would suffer as much as I did," you consciously cultivate thoughts of, "May I be free from suffering. May they be free from suffering." This isn't about condoning their actions, but about freeing yourself from the corrosive effects of negative thoughts. A fable illustrates this. Two monks were crossing a river when they saw a beautiful woman struggling to cross. The elder monk carried her across and put her down. The younger monk was disturbed and hours later asked, "Brother, why did you carry that woman? We are not supposed to touch women." The elder monk replied, "I put her down hours ago. Are you still carrying her?" This fable highlights how our thoughts can keep us carrying burdens long after the event has passed. Right thought is about putting down those mental burdens. 3. Right speech, samma vaka, healing through words, even unspoken ones. Right speech involves abstaining from lying, divisive speech, harsh speech, and idle chatter. When dealing with the pain of a severed tie, this extends beyond external conversations. It's about the internal dialogue we have with ourselves about the situation and the other person. Are you constantly replaying harsh words exchanged or mentally criticizing the other person? Right speech encourages us to be mindful of our internal narrative. Instead of mentally rehearsing angry retorts, practice speaking kindly to yourself about your pain and the situation. If you find yourself speaking ill of the person who left, even in your mind, gently redirect your thoughts. Consider writing a letter to them, expressing everything you feel, but with the intention of releasing it, not sending it. This act of skillful internal communication can be incredibly liberating, as it purifies your own mind, regardless of whether external reconciliation ever occurs. It's about not letting the bitterness of the past poison your present words, spoken or unspoken. 4. Right action, samma kamanta, acting with integrity and non-harm. Right action involves abstaining from killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct. In the context of a severed tie, this means ensuring your actions, even in response to pain, do not cause further harm to yourself or others. This includes refraining from gossip, revenge, or any actions that perpetuate the cycle of suffering. For example, if you are tempted to spread rumors or sabotage the reputation of the person who left, right action guides you to pause and consider the karmic consequences. It's about choosing actions that align with compassion and wisdom, even when you are hurting. A practical example: instead of seeking out opportunities to confront or hurt the other person, you might choose to engage in acts of service for others, channeling your energy into positive contributions. This shifts your focus from the pain to purposeful, wholesome action, which naturally diminishes the pain's grip. 5. Right livelihood, samma ajiva, living in harmony with your values. Right livelihood means earning a living in a way that does not harm others. While this primarily refers to one's profession, it can be extended to how we sustain our emotional and spiritual well-being. If the pain of a severed tie is consuming you, it might be impacting your ability to live a fulfilling life. Right livelihood encourages you to examine if your current way of living is truly supporting your healing. Are you engaging in activities that perpetuate the pain, or are you seeking out environments and pursuits that foster peace and growth? For instance, if your social circle constantly brings up the past relationship, right livelihood might mean gently distancing yourself from those conversations or seeking out new connections that support your well-being. It's about creating a life environment that is conducive to healing, rather than one that constantly triggers the pain. It's about choosing to nourish your soul, not just your body. 6. Right effort, Samma Vyama, diligently cultivating wholesome states. Right effort involves preventing unwholesome states from arising, abandoning unwholesome states that have arisen, cultivating wholesome states that have not yet arisen, and maintaining wholesome states that have arisen. When the pain keeps growing roots, it's because we are often unconsciously putting effort into maintaining those unwholesome states, e.g., dwelling on resentment, replaying negative scenarios. Right effort is the conscious, diligent application of energy to shift this. For example, if you find yourself spiraling into thoughts of bitterness, right effort means actively interrupting that pattern. You might use a mindfulness technique, shift your focus to a positive memory, or engage in an activity that brings you joy. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about skillfully redirecting your mental energy. It's the continuous, gentle effort to weed out the roots of pain and cultivate the flowers of peace within your mind. This requires consistent practice, like a gardener tending their garden daily. 7. Right mindfulness. Samma Sati, being present with the pain, without being overwhelmed. Right mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware of your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, without judgment. When the pain of a severed tie arises, our tendency is to either push it away or get completely consumed by it. Right mindfulness teaches us to simply observe the pain. Notice where you feel it in your body. Acknowledge the thoughts that accompany it. Don't try to change it, fix it, or analyze it. Just be with it. This is like watching a wave. You see it rise, crest, and fall. You don't try to stop the wave. You simply observe its nature. By doing so, you create a space between yourself and the pain, allowing it to lose its power to overwhelm you. This practice gradually weakens the roots of pain as you stop feeding them with resistance or identification. It's the gentle, yet powerful, act of shining the light of awareness on the pain, causing its roots to wither. 8. Right concentration. Samma Samadhi, deepening inner peace. Right concentration is the development of a focused and tranquil mind through meditation. When the mind is scattered and agitated by the pain of a past relationship, it's difficult to gain clarity or find peace. Right concentration provides the stability needed to truly apply the other aspects of the path. Through practices like anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing, you train your mind to stay in the present moment, to observe without attachment. As your concentration deepens, you experience profound states of inner peace and stillness, which naturally dissolve the agitation caused by the pain. This is the ultimate tool for uprooting the pain, as it allows you to directly experience the unconditioned nature of your mind, free from the suffering caused by clinging. It's the deep, nourishing rain that washes away the dust and allows the true self to emerge. The pain of a severed tie, when it keeps growing roots, is a profound invitation to look inward. Cutting external ties is often necessary, but it is never sufficient for true healing. The real work lies in uprooting the pain from within through the diligent and compassionate practice of the Noble Eightfold Path. By cultivating right understanding, thought, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration, we systematically dismantle the mechanisms of clinging and ignorance that feed our suffering. This path offers not just relief, but a radical transformation, a liberation from the invisible burdens that keep us tethered to the past. It's a journey from the illusion of severance to the reality of inner peace, a peace that remains undisturbed, regardless of external circumstances. The pain may have grown roots, but with wisdom and effort, you can choose to let them wither and allow the garden of your mind to flourish with true freedom. Which aspect of the Noble Eightfold Path resonates most with your current experience of pain? And what is one small, mindful step you can take today to begin uprooting its invisible roots? If this exploration has resonated with you, please consider subscribing to the Noble Wisdom Path. Share this video with someone who might be struggling with a pain that keeps growing roots, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Together, let's walk the path towards true freedom and peace.